Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at something called the gray man concept. Now this is something very important in the world of self-defense. Becoming the gray man or gray woman will keep you safe a lot better than developing a fast draw with your concealed carry pistol or buying a whole bunch of self-defense weapons and trying to experiment with them to see which is best for you. It's also a lot less expensive than doing that. Now, I first heard about the gray man concept probably back in the very late 1980s, maybe early 1990s. And originally, it wasn't a concept really developed for average individuals staying safe when it comes to potentially dangerous situations when out and about. It was originally created to deal with terrorists hijacking an airplane and you happen to be a passenger. The consensus back then was the terrorists want something. Obviously, they want to spread fear and terror. However, back then, Islamic terrorists wanted something else besides just spreading fear and terror. They wanted money. They wanted their brothers who were caught and incarcerated released. They had very real demands, and quite frankly, they were a lot less fanatical back then and a lot more pragmatic. Their outlook was commit an act of terror, spread fear, make demands, have those demands met, live another day, come back, commit another act of terrorism, spread terror, spread fear, make more demands, have those met, be somewhat reasonable, and they could basically keep that up for years at a time. Nowadays, in a post 9/11 world, it doesn't work that way anymore. The gray man concept of, okay, these terrorists have hijacked the plane you're on. Stay cool, stay quiet, try to blend in with everyone else on board. Don't call attention to yourself before you head to the airport. Wear the type of clothing that the average person would wear. No loud t-shirts, no t-shirts with political slogans on them, no flashy jewelry. Just blend in with all the other passengers. And if a plane does get hijacked and you're on it, don't call attention to yourself. Sit there quietly, cooperate. Try to make note of how many terrorists there are, what type of weapons they have, etc. And just hold tight. What's going to happen is, most likely in a few hours, maybe in a couple of days, maybe longer than a couple of days, either one of two things will happen. The terrorists will have their demands met, and they're going to release you along with everyone else. Or whatever country you're in and the plane got hijacked, they're going to send their special forces to come and violently rescue you and the rest of the passengers. So just hold tight and cooperate with the terrorists. Now, obviously, that advice no longer applies to air travel. Nowadays, you have fanatics, and quite frankly, from a pragmatic point of view only, idiot fanatics who commit one act of terrorism, murder a bunch of people, and You know what? That just makes America's resolve a lot stronger. We are stronger than the terrorists, plain and simple. There used to be a time when they were a lot more pragmatic. Now they're a lot more fanatical. And we just have to deal with them. Fight back. Gray man concept does not work for air travel anymore. However, it does work in daily life. When you're going about, it's best to dress like everyone else around you. Being the gray man is about blending in. I'll give you guys a perfect example. Back in the 1950s, FBI agents used to walk around in suits, ties, hats, and they blended in with everyone else around them. Male FBI agents blended in with men, average citizens all around them. It worked great. 1960s came along, hippie movement. Now all of a sudden, you've got a bunch of young FBI agents dressed in suits, ties, hats, trying to blend in with young hippie men dressed in tie-dye t-shirts, sandals, and long hair. And it didn't work. And it took the FBI quite a while to realize that, hey, everyone can identify us now. It's no longer the 1950s. So then you had young male FBI agents wearing the same clothing as the radical hippies. You had them growing their hair long. The suits and ties went away. And that's the thing. It's not about wearing a suit and tie. It's about blending in. Take a look at what everyone else around you is wearing and blend in. That's the most important part. If you blend in and you don't stand out, an average mugger is less likely to notice you. So that causes you a lot less problems. If you look like everyone else around you, people don't notice you, they don't give you grief, they don't give you problems. Well, they might still give you problems, but it greatly reduces it. So please seriously consider adopting the gray man concept. Take a look at what everyone else around you is wearing and try to blend in. You'll stay safer longer. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed this one.